No, not much in the credit store either. Let's check if there's anything in multiplayer that we should cover. Let's go into guns. Let's check if there's any new guns coming to the game. Whoops. No, so far. Oh, we got the new SVD, the Dragunov. This is a new sniper rifle that's coming into the game. The SVD, the Dragunov. Can't wait to get my hands on this gun. Let's take a look at the damage. So far, the M21 destroys it. But the SVD destroys the ride tech. The XPR destroys the SVD. The Arctic 50 destroys the SVD. This one's basically a close tie, but I gotta give the edge to the SVD, the Dragunov here. This one's a close tie, 95% damage, range. I gotta give the slight edge to the SVD, the Dragunov. The Dragunov SVD destroys the NA-45. And we got the Outlaw. This one is a tiebreaker. If I had to give my slight edge to who would win this one, I'd probably go with the SVD. Faster fire rate, better range, well, slightly better range, but you're getting better damage on the Outlaw. I would probably pick the SVD Dragunov because you're getting a slightly faster fire rate. 34 fire rate on the SVD versus 28. That's quite a bit difference. And I think that's about it. I don't see anything else. So overall, where does the SVD Dragunov stand versus all these guns? Where does the SVD Dragunov stand against the competition for sniper rifles? Right now, I'd probably say it's probably about a 50% draw compared to all the other sniper rifles. The Dragunov or the SVD wins in some categories for better fire rate, better fire rate and things like that. But the damage is quite weak. But let's move on. We're also, oh, look at this. We're getting the P90, but they're calling it the CBR4. Let's take a quick look at this bad boy. The P90, I think they called it. But look at that. Damage is pretty weak. Overall, this gun, I don't think this gun is going to be good for medium to long ranges. I think it's going to be good for close ranges only. But let's take a quick peek and see what we're dealing with. Yep, the RUS destroys it. PDW destroys it. The Pharaoh destroys the CBR4. QXR destroys the QBR4. The P19 Bison destroys the CBR4. The Cheekum destroys the CBR4. The Razorback destroys the CBR4. I'm gonna say the CBR4 destroys the MSMC. The HG40 destroys the CBR4. The GKS destroys the CBR4. The MP5 QQ9 slightly. The QXR or the QQ9 QQ9 MP5 slightly destroys the CBR4. The CBR4 destroys the Fennec by quite a bit of a margin. The AUG destroys the CBR4. I think that's about it. Oh, the Cornite. The Cornite destroys the CBR4. And the last gun. This gun is getting nerfed, or it has gotten nerfed by now. The MX9 destroys the CBR4. But more testing is needed. That's about it. Overall, this gun right here is gonna be a good gun for close ranges, I'm guessing, and it's gonna have a great fire rate. But is it really gonna compete with any of the submachine guns? With the research we're looking at, with the specs we're looking at, it's only gonna beat maybe 20% of the submachine guns in the game. This gun right here is really not good for competition. It's good for the fire rate, but putting this gun up to every other SMG in the game, the CBR4 is not competing that good. Maybe 20% or maybe 25% of the time it's going to compete with all these other SMGs in the game. But like I said, it has a good fire rate, it has a high fire rate, but I really don't. I don't think it's going to be that good for medium to long ranges. Anything with close range or close quarters combat, this gun's really gonna shine. But there are far better submachine guns out there than the CBR4. Let's keep going down the list here. No, and that's about it for guns. Check if there's anything else on here we need to... Oh, we got the ammunition box. Basically, this is in your operator skill. And what you do is you call this in with... When you hit the button, you get to call in what your operator skill. The ammunition box, deploy a box of ammo and throwables. So basically, you hit the button, your operator skill button, and this drops on the ground. You can collect ammo, grenades. I mean, that is great. You can pick up extra ammo whenever you want. You get to pick up any extra grenades or trip mines. I think this is going to be good. Deploy a box of ammo and throwables. So I guess that includes bullets, ammunition, ammo, and grenades, and possibly trip mines. This is going to be super overpowered, if you ask me. I can't wait to use this in the game. The ammunition box. Let's keep going down the list. We got the Decoy Grenade. The Decoy Grenade is where it's a non-lethal, and what you do is you throw it down like a regular grenade, and you throw it down like a regular grenade. You throw it down like a regular grenade, and it's gonna blow up or explode, and it's gonna sound like gunfire or gunshots. So a lot of enemies, it's like it's gonna distract the enemies. And once this goes off, once you throw this off, and it starts to fire, the enemies are going to hear it, and they're going to think it's gunfire. It's not a regular grenade. It's a decoy. Once you throw this down, the enemies are going to get distracted, or you can distract them, and then once they get distracted, you can fire on the enemies. So that is pretty good. It simulates fake gunfire and radar signatures to confuse enemies. Oh! And radar signatures to confuse enemies. So maybe this, once you throw this and it fires, explodes, it's gonna give you a radar signature of enemies. That sounds pretty nice. Let's keep going down the list. So far, nothing in our perk section, no. Any new score streaks? Oh, we got one last thing. We got the laser. The, what's it called? The Orbital Laser. A powerful laser that shoots down from the sky. So it's like this big laser that shoots down from the sky, creating a big wave. And if anybody gets in the way of it or runs through it, it's gonna zap you and you're gonna die. Hopefully that's correct. A major laser. No, we can't watch a video on it. But that's gonna be neat. Call in a laser score streak or a laser type thing, and if you're in the way of it, you run through it, or if you're next to it, it's gonna zap you and you're probably gonna die. I don't know how good that is gonna be. It's only almost 900 points. That means 9 kills. So it's probably gonna be as good as the cluster strike, the stealth chopper, the Goliath. So I don't think the laser, the orbital laser, is going to be that powerful. I think most users or most gamers are probably going to either use the cluster strike, stealth chopper, or the swarm. I'm probably going to stick with the cluster strike. And I think that's about it. There's nothing else on here that I could see that's really important to this video. But if there's anything else that comes out or I need to talk about, I'll make a separate video. But all right, that's about it. I just wanted to show you guys these new guns, the SVD Dragunov, which is pretty cool, and also the new P90, I think it's called, the CBR4. But that's about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. As always, be safe, stay safe, have a good day or night, depending on the location, wherever you live around the world. As always, stick with Jack. You'll make it back. See you guys in my next video. Peace out.